upwards and onwards. That's my fucking Superman. The studios must not like money. Why do you not want my money?
Jeez, what a little crybaby.
You gonna cry all day, crybaby?
You know, everyone has problems. It doesn't mean you have to be a little crybaby about it.
Come on, guys, let's go. This kid is totally not cool.
Yeah, that's the most uncool kid I've ever met.
Little crybaby.
Alright, so that was a pretty fun weekend. You know, the whole internet loses their fucking minds for no reason because James Gunn announces that they will be rebooting all the DC movies, starting fresh with a new cast, recasting everybody, and all of a sudden, everybody came out of the woodworks crying about it like they're huge, DC movie fans. They love the DCEU, just crying like little babies, especially Angry Joe, just fucking screaming his head off for no reason. Like, you didn't support these characters to begin with when they were in theaters, and now you're going to act like it was important to you. Kind of interesting angle to take. I, for one, fully support James Gunn for what he's doing. They should reboot these DC movies. It's exactly what you need to do because there is no cohesion. These movies aren't leading anywhere. There's not going anywhere. You had a plan with Zack Snyder and you bailed out on that on Justice League and you tried to mix match, a bunch of different films, throw shit up against the wall, see what sticks. You had a couple hits, a couple not so hits, and what's left to do? What's there left to do? Reboot. That's what you got to do. That's the obvious move to make. And this way, you can have a cohesive plan, and you can make it all connect from the beginning. And you won't have to wait 5 years in between films. And this would be DC's, second reboot, because Green Lantern 2011 was supposed to be, the starting point, and that they rebooted and did Man of Steel. And they didn't even have a plan when they put out Man of Steel, because it took them another, 3-4 years to put out Batman vs. Superman after making Man of Steel. So it's not like they ever had this cohesive plan ever from the beginning. And now they will. James Gunn is going to have a plan. And I don't think they're going to be doing, solo superhero films over and over because James Gunn's really good at ensembles and building up multiple characters. Look at his movie Guardians of the Galaxy, you didn't need 5 films to set up every character in that film. Same thing with the Suicide Squad. You didn't need, 10 films to set up the Suicide Squad. I think James Gunn can get a DC universe up and running within 4 years of his contract. And why not give him the creative freedom to do that? Seems like an obvious move, really. And the people that are really upset about this are the Snyder dickhead cultist fans. That just keeps sending death threats to James Gunn and his wife for some reason, as if she has anything to do with what's going on. Just an absolute trash fan base. And they are getting exactly what they deserve, and that is nothing. They don't deserve anything. You got Zack Snyder's Justice League, and you didn't shut up. Not that many people watched it on HBO Max, and out of the people that watched it on HBO Max, less than half finished it. And the film wasn't that good either. I noticed that the second I saw it. And yeah, I was one of those people campaigning for the Snyder Cut, wanting it to come out because I thought it was going to be better, honestly, than what it really was, which it really just was an ego stroke for Zack Snyder because he could have cut out at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes from that movie easily. But instead, he used it as a FU to Warner Brothers, which is not the way to go about making a movie. You're going to use fans as blackmail to get a movie made. That's what Zack Snyder did, by the way, So thank God Gunn has come in here, reboot, wiped away all the Snyder movies, wiped away the DC. We're going to start fresh, and we're going to get a good cast this time around. I hate all these people coming out saying Henry Cavill is a good Superman, or he was the best Superman. No, he's not. He looked the part, sure. Yeah, he looked like Superman. He looked like a fucking action figure, but that doesn't mean he was a good Superman. Literally anyone could have gave that same performance. You just like him because he had big muscles. Let's call a spade. Jason Momoa, great Aquaman. Would he be a better Lobo? Of course. That's the role he was born to play, and you might get that now. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, she's stiff as a board always. That's probably the worst actress you could have got to be Wonder Woman because she's not really an actress. She's just a model. Ezra Miller has so much baggage. Thank God they get rid of him. I'm saying that this is only a good thing. They're recasting everybody. And of course, Ray Fisher's still, complaining on the internet for, asking for his apology. Y'all remember when I made that video almost 2 years ago telling you that nothing was going to come out of Ray Fisher doing all this nonsense and complaining and being a drama queen. I told you that 2 years ago. And look what happened. Nothing. Ray Fisher got nothing accomplished. No one ever apologized to him. And now it seems like the only work he can get is on Zack Snyder films. So yeah, I really hope James Gunn succeeds and proves everybody wrong. I think he's the perfect guy for the job. He's already made, 1, 2, 3 successful comic book films. He's a great writer, very likable guy. Everybody that works with him likes him. He's not an egomaniac. And he's got a really good sense of humor, which, I see a lot of Snyder cultists just don't get, humor at all, ever. That's why they never really liked me and my channel much, because it's mostly humor on this channel. I don't know if you've noticed. Sometimes I do rants, but even the rants are supposed to be funny. Anyway, I know James Gunn is going to pull it off. I feel it. And no amount of John Campea or, Angry Joe crying is going to change the fact that we're going to get an entirely new cast. It's a beautiful thing. And they're still talking to Ben Affleck about making a Batman movie, which is awesome. He could direct any DC movie and it's going to be a good movie. That's why they're still talking to him. Ben Affleck doesn't have to star in anything. He could literally direct the next Batman movie with the new Batman. He could direct a Batman Beyond movie for all I care. Either way, them talking to Ben Affleck about directing a movie is just a good sign that they're looking for talented people to be directors here. So, that's my piece on this subject. People were crying their eyes out for like 2 days because Henry Cavill's not Superman anymore. Like, grow the fuck up, dude. He was Superman for a decade. He had 3 films. That's one short of Christopher fucking Reeves. And Henry Cavill isn't even as good as Superman as Brandon Routh was. Brandon Routh was a much better Superman. And I personally pick Austin Butler to be the next Superman. But, that's just me. Anyway, I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for a brand new starting point. And judging by the new DC Studios logo, or at least that's a template for a logo. I don't know what it is. This might be just a placeholder. But Green Lantern's going to be there, and it's Hal fucking Jordan Green Lantern. Thank God we're not getting shitty Jon Stewart, boring-ass Jon Stewart. Thank God we're not getting Kyle Rayner. We're going to get the main Green Lantern, which is Hal fucking Jordan, dude. They're going to try it again. Yes, James, do whatever you want. Restart everything. As long as I get my Green Lantern again. And fuck all these Snyder tards that just want Snyder fucking movies all the time and don't really care about DC. They didn't show up to support fucking Black Adam or the Suicide Squad or fucking anything. So fuck them. They're not real DC fans. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of my rant. Comment below, let me know what y'all think, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye for now.
No more bullshit. No more bullshit. No more. Bullshit. No more. Bullshit. I said no more. Bullshit. No more bullshit.